What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and today I'm here to talk about 50 Shades Freed. Now, this is kind of a preview, but I more or less want to talk about why you should not see 50 Shades Freed, why you shouldn't support this film, and why you really just shouldn't be watching it, giving them your money, anything like that. Again, I kind of wanted to do this as a preview just for fun. I actually think we did preview the last 50 Shades, and I want to say, like, in that video, we had talked a lot about why we just flat out don't understand it, why we don't like it, and sure, you can maybe criticize if you're a fan of it, that, you know, if you don't know much about it, how can you criticize it? Well, I know enough about it, and I just don't feel like we need to be spending actual money on this film. Now, here's what I will say. I have nothing against Dakota Johnson or Jamie Dornan. I actually think those two are pretty solid actors. I think they haven't been given literally anything to work with in this franchise. While I've never seen a film, I've seen parts of them. I've seen clips. I've seen trailers. And I don't think they've been given, I've seen analysis on them. I don't think they've been given anything to work with. I do not think those two are bad actors whatsoever. I actually kind of like both of them. However, this film franchise shouldn't exist. I mean, it's a Twilight fan fiction turned movie. Here's the thing. The Twilight films are garbage, too. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows they're awful. Everybody knows 50 Shades is awful. Everybody even knew the book was awful. And yet, for some reason, when they make a film out of this, they support the film. Now, here's the thing. Weirdly enough, they haven't really supported the film. First film did make a decent amount of money, did make quite a few $1 million, hundreds of millions of dollars. The second film took a major step back. I feel like if this film was like a 5-film set, that this third film would really be able to completely stop the rest of them from happening. Now they're not. This is the final film, and thank God for that. However, I do think that we can still send a very powerful message that, here's the thing, with what's happened in Hollywood recently, it's even worse, I think, that this is going on. For a movie that really just has the guy doing whatever he wants to the girl, and yeah, Dakota Johnson is a strong female person just in real life. She seems very independent, but her character just isn't. I mean, she really isn't in the films. Even if you can argue one way or the other, it doesn't send a good message out. Seeing what has happened to Hollywood over the past several months. Like I've said in the past, I think Hollywood should just blow up and rebuild itself if it ever plans on being good again. But with, you know, all this pedophilia and all this, you know, raping and all this bad stuff happening in Hollywood, for a film that just is mainly about a man doing whatever he wants to this female, which is basically the books, just the man dominating the relationship and having the female just do whatever he asks, that doesn't really send a good message. And I am surprised that more people, I haven't seen very few Hollywood people criticize this film. Haven't seen them be like, why is this being allowed to be shown? Obviously, I understand. I'm not saying, you know, this shows everything and man, this is bad and this is, you know, the liberal, or, you know, I'm not saying anything like that. What I'm saying is, I just don't think, even from that aspect, and that's not even where I come from this. My personal thing is I don't care about that. I think it's actually weird that that's not getting more attention because of what's happened in Hollywood, but I can honestly, you know, care less about that. My main reason is don't support a terrible film. These films are just downright awful. Their Rotten Tomatoes scores are awful. Nobody likes them. People who even go to see those movies say they hate them. So don't support a bad film. I would do this with any film. 50 Shades is a big franchise. I wanted to make this video. I'll make this video if something else, if Star Wars has 6 more bad Star Wars in a row or whatever, I will come out and say, do not go support this. You know what I mean? So it's not just because it's 50 Shades. I could care less what film franchise this is. I don't want people seeing a absolutely awful film franchise. If The Room 2 came out, I'd probably, you know, have something to say about that. But I just don't want people, at least The Room is somewhat fun at parts. This film, even from people, you know, Honest Trailer, CinemaSins, anybody, Chris Stuckman, Jeremy Johns, nobody likes this film. There's nothing good about these films. So please, on February 9th, 2018, do not go with your boyfriend. Do not go with your girlfriend. Do not go with anybody. Don't go with your parents. Obviously, don't go with anybody to see this film. Let it make very little money. Let them see that we don't support terrible films. You got to make good products to get rewarded. If you're tired of bad movies getting rewarded in the box office because people go to see them, stop going to see them. Tell your friends who like jokingly say, yeah, I'm going to go see it just as a joke. No, just don't see the film. Steal it online. I don't care what you do. Watch it illegally online. Go ahead. Do not give 50 Shades your money. There's just no point to give it your money. So I know this is a little bit of a different video. It's kind of in the style of previewing. It looks like they're going a action away, which I really, really don't understand why you would want to go towards action. Maybe to make the men who go see this movie with their girlfriends not fall asleep or not want to kill themselves, something like that. Probably that would be the reason. So overall, this film looks terrible. It looks like it's doing something different, which I guess I can appreciate, but I think it'll still have the same terrible writing, the same terrible plot, the terrible any sequences imaginable, very subpar acting from two actors, an actress and an actor, who definitely deserve better from in their lives, and I definitely agree with that. And so overall, do not go see this film. Don't give them your money. Tell your friends. Do not go see 50 Shades Freed, for the love of God. Again, if this was a film franchise that had many more films to come, we could stop this film franchise from continuing. Sadly, you guys have already let them get their money's worth, so now they're making this third one, and this is it. But at the same time, we can still send a message that we reserve the right to not support a terrible film franchise. That is what this is about. That's what this video is about. So let me know in the comments below. What do you guys think of 50 Shades? Did you see any of them? Are you going to go see 50 Shades Freed? Let me know. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Podcast Now. We do previews like this every single week, movies and games, not in the same style as this. This is very special to my heart. So thank you guys for watching. Like and share the video, and I'll see you on the next movie preview.